Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. We're going to talk about an offering from Bluetti today. This is model EB55. Now this is a portable power station. This comes in 3 different colors. You can get it in steel gray, you can get it in vibrant orange, or in this case today, this is sapphire. So this is kind of a bluish colored power station. The current retail price at the time of me filming this video is $499. However, it's currently going for $449 on Amazon. So as you can see, we have the front of the packaging, 537 watt hours of capacity, and this is a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is very cool. You can get 2,500 plus cycles out of that battery. This unit is made in China, just like the camera filming this video and probably the screen in which you're watching it. Now on the back here, you can see that it's ideal for family, office, travel, camping, business, medical, disaster, or school. This is a 700 watt unit. So let's go ahead and open the packaging up and see what's included when you buy one of these. The first thing that we see here is this little pamphlet of information, little envelope kind of deal. And in here we have an inspector certification, and it looks like a user's manual. So here's some contact information for Bluetti. And at any time during this process, this is the warranty card that you'll fill out. If any time during this process you want to read this stuff a little longer, just feel free to hit that pause button. Here is the user manual. It's very basic, very straightforward. There's another one right there. So you can charge this multiple ways. You can go up to 400 watts on input here. So you can do AC input plus solar panel. So you can do dual inputs here. Or you can do just AC or just solar. You can also charge this thing via, like your vehicle. So your car outlet. There's a look at the screen of the LCD, what's included in the package, and then some frequently asked questions. And then on the back, there's some safety information, certificate of authenticity, and then right here is some of your basic specifications, which I'll be talking about in further detail in this video. So the next thing that we see in the package is this little box on the top. So we'll pull this box out. Take a look and see what's in this box. This is probably charging stuff here. So we're going to pull this off. So it looks like we have XT60 as the input here, and this is the 12 volt that comes from the car. So you can use this to charge from the vehicle, which I think is very cool. Here's the power cable. This will plug into here. And then you can plug this in. This is an 8mm port, and this is going to be giving you the ability to charge the unit. And there's a closer look at everything on the back of this power supply. So very nice. So again, you get the power supply, and there's a fan in here too, so this is a good one. Power supply and the cord for it. You also have that XT60 2 MC4 connectors. So if you want to plug this into a solar panel, you can absolutely do that with this connector. So very nice. And then of course, one more thing in the box. That's your little Velcro strap. It says Bluetti on it. And this is to put around, whatever cables or whatever that you might want to keep confined and not have them floating all over the place. So we'll put this on just like so, put that in backwards, and then it just keeps things nice and tidy for you. Next thing that we're going to see is probably the unit itself. And as you can see, this comes packaged very well from the factory. Very good job that they've done on packaging. Pull the unit straight out. There's nothing left in the package, as you can see. So we'll just go ahead and set that box aside. Take the plastic off of the top of the unit. And now we're looking at the unit itself. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this AC unit, we're going to plug this in, and we're going to start to charge this unit. You can hear the fan kicking on, and you see this little green indicator. We'll pull the input port out of the way, and we'll plug this 8mm into the 8mm jack. Now we're going to be bringing in around 200 watts. You can see the display is very nice, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100%. And as you can see right now, we're pulling just over 200 watts. Now, there are many ways to charge this unit. If we wanted to use, let's say, for example, the MC4 connectors to the XT60 and use this port by itself off of solar panels, if we had 200 watts of solar, we'd be looking at about 3.5 hours to charge this thing fully. But since we're using the AC adapter, it takes a little bit less time. We're looking at about 3.2 hours. Now, if you wanted to plug in 2 different AC inputs, you can get an adapter here, and you can put dual AC inputs, and that'll reduce the time dramatically down to about 1.8 hours. Now, if you also want to do wall outlet power plus solar in combination of each other, you're also going to reduce that charge time tremendously down to about 1.8 hours as well. And then again, if you want to use just the vehicle charger, you're looking at between 3 and 6 hours using this XT60 port. Now, as you can see, the display is very clear, very easy to understand, very easy to read, and we're going to go ahead and just let this thing charge. You can see this indicator turned from green to red. It's letting us know that we are charging. This unit does support pass-through charging, so you could be charging the unit while using it. So I thought that was very, very cool. I want to talk about some of the specs of this unit while it's charging. It's 700 watts pure sine wave inverter. Okay, and it does offer a 1400 watt surge. That's not per outlet, that's combined. You can get 700 watts of output. The battery capacity is 537 watt hours, and like I mentioned earlier, the battery technology is lithium iron phosphate battery. The weight of this unit is 16.5 pounds or 7.5 kilograms, and the dimensions of this unit, it's 10.9 inches wide, 7.9 tall, and 7.8 inches deep. This does have a BMS on the battery, so you get overcurrent and short circuit protection. You get overcharge and discharge protection, over voltage and under voltage protection. It also has over temperature and under temperature protection. And like I said, it does support pass-through charging. Now, the ideal temperature to charge this unit is 32 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So me living in Arizona, I have to be careful not getting above 104 degrees trying to charge this unit. The discharge temperature is all the way down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, as you can see, this unit does have 13 different outputs. So you got 4 USBs. These are 5 volt 3 amps. You have a USB-C that puts out 100 watts. You have the 15 watt wireless charging pad for your phone. You've got 4 AC, these are pure sine wave outlets, and then you've got 2 5.5 by 2.1 millimeter DC output ports, as well as your 12 volt car adapter port. So very, very nice. It has a lot. So in total, that's 13 ports that can all be ran simultaneously, as long as you're within the 700 watt output rating. There's a little handle that folds up. You just fold this up, and then if you spin the unit around, you'll see that there's a light. There's a button right there, so you push the button and you have a nice light. Push it again, it gets a little bit brighter. Push it a third time and you get like an SOS pattern. Push it the fourth time and the light turns off. Now let's take a look and see what kind of wattage we're going to draw on that light. So I'm on high and I'm drawing 5 watts. Let's push it again, the SOS. It draws, what is that? It's not even registering. It said 4 watts a minute ago. 1 watt's what it's saying, 3 watts. So that's the SOS. And then we turn it off, turn it on to low, and I'll just wait a few seconds and we can see that the light on low draws about 3 watts. So that light would last a long time before you're gonna run out of battery. One thing that I'm noticing is this power box here, it does get warm to the touch, so that is not uncommon. So if your power box is warming up, don't be alarmed. That's perfectly normal. And just like many other power stations, you have everything inside of a corral, and if you want to use anything inside of this corral, you'll push this button. You'll see the little light light up, and it'll also bring the screen to life. Same thing here. If you want any of these AC outlets, you just push that. And also, if you want the 5.5 by 2.1s, those put out a total of 12 volt, 10 amp, all of this stuff, so you can push that. When you have the DC power on, that will activate the 15 watt phone charger on the top. So all you'll need to do is just set your phone down, wait a few seconds. There you go, you can hear the phone kicked on. And then you can see that to charge my phone right now, it's drawing approximately 3 watts of output. And now my phone is drawing about 9 watts of output. And if I want to turn this one off, I'll just push that button for a couple of seconds, let it go, and you see the light turns out. Same thing with the ACs. Hold it for a couple seconds, let off. The ACs turn off. And if I turn this one off, it'll stop charging my phone. Right now you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a little red indicator on the top of my phone. It's letting me know that the phone is charging, and hopefully from that angle you can see that a little bit better. There's a little red indicator on my phone. If I turn this button off, you'll notice that my phone will stop charging. So this one here has to be turned on, from what I understand, for the phone to charge. So I just turned it on. Wait a few seconds, and the red indicator turns on, and now my phone is charging again. If I remove it from the top of the unit, my phone is fine, but again, when I set it down, there it goes. It's charging. I think that is one of the coolest features that this unit has. The display is very easy to read. I like that display, big numbers. I like the battery indicator. I like the output. I mean, it's very, very simple and easy to understand. And now you can see that charging is complete. We do not have these moving anymore. It's got all of them illuminated as solid. And you also see the green indicator. We're also not bringing in any input anymore at this time. So that's letting us know that this unit is fully charged. At this point, we can disconnect the 8mm, set that aside. The fan is going to continue to run until this gets cool. So this handle on the top is very easy to access, and it folds down flat, and I really like that, because if you wanted to set something down on top of this, you could, but the handle is also very easy to access. If we pick the unit up and we look at this side, you can see there's an air inlet. Again, the back, there is the light, and then on this side there is a fan. Looking at the bottom of the unit, you have those little rubber feet so the unit doesn't slip around. And then there's a look at a sticker with a lot of the specifications of the unit. So it's a well built unit. Now let's go ahead and test the unit a little bit with some AC. I'm going to plug on this AC. I have a little heater here. I'm just going to plug this in, and we'll turn on this little heater. This heater doesn't draw too much wattage, and I can definitely feel the heat kicking on. We're drawing about 224 watts, 243, 250, so not too bad. That's putting out good solid heat there. Yeah, that thing's working good. So it seems like once the heater gets up to temperature, the numbers start to drop because it's the heating element inside is already hot. But it works pretty good. I'm not going to do a bunch of testing on this unit. Bluetti's seem to work pretty good. I've worked with a lot of their stuff. I will test it off camera more. I know that this unit's going to work good. I think it's a fantastic unit. But yeah, that's putting out some very, very hot heat. I can feel it on my hand there. And again, like I mentioned, you can pass through charge while you're using the unit. If the screen goes off, you can just push any of these buttons. It'll bring the screen back to life, but that's putting out a lot of heat. So this unit would be good because of the sine wave. It would be good if you have medical equipment or sensitive electronic equipment. Maybe if you're running a TV or a laptop computer, desktop computer, or a CPAP machine or anything like that, it would be very good for that with that sine wave inverter. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video, taking a look at the Bluetti model EB55. This is a nice unit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to check the description box down below. I'll put a link to where you can find this unit. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.